Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Ask the Expert. Today, accepting record matches. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I am very happy to see all of you here live. So many names I'm already used to. I really feel like we are all-time friends. I hope that you are all staying safe and busy with your genealogies at home. Uh, this session is going to be recorded as usual, so welcome to all of you as well who are watching this as a recording. And I will tell you more about recordings and where to find them right away. But first, let's go into matters. If you have any questions, you can write them on your panel right over there on your side. And I know that Herb is already writing me a lot of questions, and I will deal with them, Herb, by the end of this 30-minute session. Feel free to keep adding questions over there. I will try to answer them as I go. If not, by the end of the session. As I said, my name is Daniel Horowitz. I'm the genealogy expert at MyHeritage, working very happily there since 2006. Before that, I was dedicated to genealogy already from very long time, 1986, if I have to admit. And also, I was the teacher and study guide editor of a family history project called Searching for My Roots. That was back in my home country, Venezuela. Here in Israel, I'm involved in crowdsourced digitization and transcription projects, as well as volunteering for the Israel Genealogy Research Association. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the website because I am liking to have these sessions done live, although that can be a little bit of trouble, but let's try to do our best today. I am starting with the view of the family tree, and I'm pretty sure you are all knowing this view by heart. In here, you can actually see three different places where MyHeritage will tell you about a record match. So, number one, in the card of each individual, you will see this brown icon here that tells you that we have a record match for that person. Location number two, up in the left side of the screen on the, let's call it black or dark gray area, it says how many new matches you have or the total amount of record matches that you have. The third option is under the discovery menu, and here you can actually see the matches by people or by source. Now, I like to see and evaluate the record matches by sources. So I'm going to click there, and immediately I'm going to see the list of all my matches according to sources, and this could be either smart matches or record matches. It's kind of a mix of both, as you can see in the screen. So how can I filter and see only my record matches? Right here, you see record matches or smart matches. Well, I click over there in record matches, and I'm going to be brought only collections belonging to records, historical records. Now, having said that, there is an exception to every rule, and that exception is Family Search, Wikitree, and Genie. Yes, Herb, you're totally right. Those three websites, although they are websites with family trees, on MyHeritage, they are considered records. Why? Because we don't know the owners of those trees and on that information. they're definitely not MyHeritage or users, or at least not that we know. So for us, we treat them as records. Now, you can see either your pending matches, you can see your new matches, and when you have a long time matches over there, they are not new anymore, but every time a new collection is coming into MyHeritage will run the matching algorithms, and you will get an email with new matches, and the collection is going to have a new tag right here above the orange button. You can also see all the previously confirmed matches, and you can just go back and reject it, or you can see the rejected, go back and confirm them as well. Okay, and if you have more than one tree, of course, you can select which tree you actually want to see the record from. What else you can do here? You can sort the matches by either the collection name or the number of matches. And for me, it's really irrelevant. If you're looking at this by collection, you can choose whatever you want, or you can play with the settings. And MyHeritage has a very conservative setting at the beginning, but I could either make it more strict and making that match more exact if I go to the 5, or if I go to the 0, then I will be able to see more broader matches, meaning that there are less information that will match. Possibilities of matches being false positive is also always a chance here. You can also select if you want only structured records, birth, marriage, death, censuses, or you don't care to see also free text records like newspapers and yearbooks. So let's apply here, and let's get all my matches. Normally what I do is looking into the matches by the most ones that I have. So I'm going to review this Netherlands civil birth, and I have over there 3 matches. As you can see, it's 3 different individuals in my tree. I will have always in the left side what it's on my tree, and on the right side I will see what it's coming from the record itself. Okay, so normally you will also see if you have more than one match for a person, and that is always also useful because it means that you have more than one match and more than one piece of information for the person. MyHeritage will also always tell you what you are gaining from this match. In this case, I'm going to gain the birthday, the father, and the mother, which is information that I'm missing. In the chance that for whatever reason MyHeritage is bringing me a bad match, something that it's really not my person, you can always click on the X on the corner, and that will reject the match. That will tell MyHeritage this match is not correct. Okay, here also you can sort by different options. If you want sorted by names or by relationship or by the value, I will suggest you to do it by the value, because you are going to be the first one to see in the first one the match that gives you the most amount of information. Let's go inside and let's review that match. And I'm going to see again side by side, and I hope that you're also watching all this in your screens, and you should be able to see the same thing that I have here on your computers. If not, just try to check or the settings, or go out and back again into the webinar. Sometimes that will help. So again, on the right side, on the left side, I'm sorry, I have information coming from my tree. On the right side is information coming from the record. I can see more information about this collection, if I'm wondering, I see tags on the right side when the information is improved, on where this information is totally new. Sometimes I will be able to see the actual record, if MyHeritage has it or not. I can, from here also, when now that I have more information, I can reject this match as well if this is not correct, or I can print this match for me with no problem. Up in the right side corner, I can either confirm or save the confirm and save the information to my tree. I will recommend you, and again, this is how I deal with the matches, and I think is the best way. If you prove me wrong, I will be more than happy to change. But first, I will confirm the match. And so far, nothing happened to my tree. The only thing that happens is that the match, as you can see in the background, received a confirmation. This match is correct. This is the person. Great. Now is this time to say, okay, now I want to save the information to my tree. And this is something that I don't do with the green button Save to Tree. I like to extract the information manually. So I'm going to go click there and see side by side, very similar to smart matches, very detailed fields from my tree and from the record. And I will be able to use the arrows just to bring the information from the record into my tree. Now, let's say that I normally don't write this like the record has it. So I can edit here, let's say, just for the sake of the demonstration, that this is Holland, and I can change it right here, and it will be saved like this to the tree. Also, everything is going to have its source citation. And sometimes you would like to see more fields because, for example, let's say that I already had a birth and that birth came from a specific source, but I want to keep also my old information and my new information. So here I can select to add as an alternative, and I'm going to open a new fact, birth, and I can copy or extract the information with no problem. And I can even dedicate a specific source citation with a note to that fact. And I can say that this is something I found on a particular day, on a particular collection, etc., whatever you want. You can see always, you're going to see where this is coming from. You're going to see the source, and you're going to see the URL where this information is coming from. If I keep going down, I will have also an option to add notes right away to my person. And if I keep scrolling down, remember that I had new information about a father and a mother. Well, I can add them to my tree right from here. MyHeritage is saying, it's suggesting me to add a father. I just need to click over here, and automatically a father was created. All the information was saved. It is that easy. I'm going to do the same thing again. So pay attention with the mother. One click, I come to tree, and you have over there all the information already. So now the only thing that I need to do in order to make sure that I save all the information into my tree is to click Save to Tree, and everything is already there. Now, what if after you did a little bit more of research, you realize this actually was not your relative? This is not the right person. At any point in time, you can come back to this match and you can undo the confirmation. It's as simple as coming here and click undo. That's it. It's not confirmed anymore. It's still pending. what happened with all the information that I copied from this record? It's still there. If you decide to undo a record match or a smart match by that thing, you will need to manually delete all the information that you extracted from that record into your tree. Okay, what else you have below that information? You get also the record detective, the related records, other records that matches your person and matches the information coming from the record. And again, the idea is that you will keep going over all those matches and all those informations, and you will be able to clear whenever possible the list of matches and adding all that information to your family tree. It's actually that easy. I really hope that you will have now the time and the experience to dedicate and going over the records. I'm pretty sure you're going to gain a lot of information from them. Now, having said all that, and I'm going to keep answering Herb's question regarding Family Search, Genie, and Wikitrees. I agree with you, Herb, that those are sources that are not necessarily records, meaning that there are other people putting the information there. And you don't trust them, and that's fine. We have no problem with that. We respect you, but we don't have any way to clean up or to ignore the whole collection. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to make extra sure about that. Yes, you will need either to reject one by one, or simply when you go to the matches by sources, you will get here the three that you don't want to accept, and that is fine with us. Okay, before I go and answer more questions, let me tell you a little bit of announcements. And today is April 21, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, so you have 24 hours more to upload as many black and white pictures as you want and colorize them for free. After that, you will be limited either to a premium or complete account or to the amount of 10 that we allow you for free. Now, recently we just released the settings of colorization, so now you can go back and you can play with those numbers, with the saturation, with the rendering, with the model of the colorization, and choose which one looks the better for you. Rosalind is asking, when a photo is uploaded for colorization, does your photo stay private? Well, that will depend, Rosalind, on how the album where you put that picture is. And you can go into the privacy settings of your website and you can see what is the privacy that you have for the albums, and you can make it private or public as you wish. Okay, now important is that the color picture will keep the same privacy as the black and white picture, so that should be good and clear for you. Okay, I'm trying to see if there is any other questions here about the colorization, and if not, let me continue, because we still have 3 more sessions in April. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about the pedigree map. On next week, we're going to talk about the theory of family relativity. And on next Thursday, in a week from today, we're going to talk about the instant discoveries. Very similar, but different of the matches. The good news is that I already have the full plan for May. And all those are the subjects, and you already have in the chat of this session the different links, and I really hope that you will like the sessions that we have selected for you. You will register and you will join me then again in the next Ask the Expert sessions. I am working also on June, but you are more than welcome to submit any suggestions of particular subjects that you would like to suggest or to tell me, and I will try to schedule them in the upcoming sessions. Anyhow, we are recording all the sessions and we are uploading them slowly but surely to the knowledge base, education.myheritage.com. Once a week, I'm uploading videos over there, and hopefully that if you missed one or in the past, if you want to go over them again, you can go in here. You can see also webinars, you can read articles, you can download some resources that we have for you that will be there. Now, very important, Maria, thank you very much. In May, we are actually going 1 hour earlier. It's 1 p.m. Eastern time. So you still have time to grab something to lunch and then come to the Ask the Expert. 1 p.m. in May, the classes waiting for you. As always, I will be more than happy if you follow me, not stalking, but following through my social media, and keep you posted of what is happening there. Okay. Then thank you very, very much. I see a lot of questions coming in the panel, but just as a reminder, if I don't manage to answer all of them, or if you remember a question out of the webinar, or if you are watching this as a recording and you are not able to ask questions, you have the FAQs of MyHeritage, myheritage.com/health, and you can ask there all the questions and hopefully get all the answers. Now, let me see the questions that I have here. Why don't the brown and green icon disappears once we have confirmed a match? Is asking Peter. Peter, and you're totally right. And I'm going to tell you more than that, a secret. You don't want them to disappear because actually you want to know that you had a match for that person, but the ideal is that the color will change. And we are actually working on that. If you go to the list view, you will be able that there is 2 tones of greens and browns. When you have accepted all the matches, the green and the brown goes lighter. When you have a bright brown or green, it means that you still have matches to analyze and to accept or reject. Joe is asking, is there any way to clear a smart match so it disappeared from my list, not accept or reject? Well, on the smart match, Joe, there is a way of ignoring the match. On the record matches, there is no chances of ignoring, is either accepting or rejecting. But even so, if you decided to reject a match, what is the problem? You can always go back and then evaluate and accept or reaccept the match. Maria is okay. She's doing that. She is doing the best to colorize as many pictures as she can. Yes, until tomorrow, that is free. I have 2 far matches, says Peter. I don't want to reject them as that is rude, especially when they're probably valid. Do you have an ignore button? Peter, I just answered that. No worries, you did your question way before. I didn't read it. Smart matches you can ignore. Record matches, there is no way to ignore. No, I tried to listen, but okay, Jocelyn, I think, okay. always want to click on the X to reject but a match, but because of the information is correct, I simply don't wish to add a mother or a second law. They are not my blood, is saying Jane. Yes, Jane, I totally agree. I have a lot of people also in my tree that I don't care that much. You can still accept the match and not extract the information. So the match will be cleared from the pending list. The information will not go into your tree, and still you will be clearing your list. It's possible to ignore certain individuals for record matches, Joyce? No, you cannot ignore individuals. It's all or nothing. Either you get it or you don't. That is how it works. Is there another place to find registration links? There are not in the chat on my iPad, is saying Catherine. Catherine, no worries. By tomorrow, you are going to receive an email about this webinar. And over there, I already have included all the links from these chats. Ingrid was recently responding to a smart match email. I left a message just to check my correct relationship. This is about smart match. When I returned to complete the email, my message was gone. Is that right? Okay, I don't know, Ingrid, what happened to your email, but you can always go back to the message or to the match, and you can always go and click again and send an email and tell the person, I'm sorry if I'm reaching you twice, but this is just to make sure that you receive because my first message was gone. Now you can always, Ingrid, go into your inbox on MyHeritage, and you should be able to see the emails that went out. So you should have it right there. If we have a match to a Genie tree, why can we not access their tree or contact the tree managers without joining Genie? Well, this is unfortunately the way MyHeritage and Genie decided to work. Or yes, Genie is a MyHeritage company, so it's a MyHeritage and MyHeritage decision. Why do some matches not connect to the document? Well, it's not that they don't connect to the document, it's that they don't show you the document. But always, Barbara, you will have a link to the original document. And yes, the collection that you are mentioned as well, it's not available anymore in MyHeritage, unfortunately, but it had a link to the collection. How do I access the colorization program, is asking Kathy. Kathy, you can go to myheritageincolor.com, if I'm not mistaken, or just to myheritage.com, and or under the family tree tab, you will see, you know what? Let me show you that you will see the option of colorize photos right here. If you see on the screen, it says colorize photos new. Right there, you will be able to do it. Okay, let me see very fast. Other questions side of my sessions for a few seconds. Yes, I can definitely put the May sessions as well then for a few seconds. Just remember that you have it in the chat, and you have it also in the email coming up to you. Why do some accepted or rejected matches still shows up as pending, is asking Barbara. Barbara, sometimes you may have doubles or triples depending on the amount of trees that you may have, but usually when you have a match and you accepted or rejected, that disappears from your list as well. What if the person is correct person, but information is wrong, is asking Sandra. For example, again, we are talking about Genie, family search. Sandra, you can always accept. You don't need to copy the information, and you can try to go and contact the person in those websites and ask them to correct the information. Harry is saying again, I have a brown icon on the tree, but tells me that there are no pending matches. Yes, Harry, because we don't change the color of the button. We're working on that. Please, a little bit of patience. Just kidding, no worries. Yeah, you had a match there. You probably agreed to it. And then we left that so you will know that there was a match over there. What happened to all the confirmed matches when a tree is deleted and updated with more current information is asking Didina. And this, I'm sorry, is going to be the last question because I really don't want to extend more than 30 minutes today. Yes, every time that you upload a tree, all the matches are going to be run again, either if you deleted or not your previous trees. So beware that uploading a new tree to MyHeritage actually will make those matches coming to you again. What I suggest you is once if you are uploading from another place, just keep MyHeritage as your main tree, export from MyHeritage and upload into the other place, because that will the other place will probably be more efficient, merging those trees together and not creating duplicates as we are doing now, and I'm sorry for that. Cassandra, yes, I know you have asked if any other person wants to do the Ask the Expert. I'm trying, believe me, but our product managers are kind of a little bit busy. I'm trying to pull them, especially for the record sections and for the DNA sections. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to send an email again to all of them and invite them to be part of these sessions. But no worries if you have questions. Cassandra, feel free to send me back an email from the one you're going to receive tomorrow, and I will make sure that the right person will find you the answer. So for today, again, I would like to thank you all for being here. I will hope that you will stay safe. Please take care of yourself and take this time to do more genealogy. Good luck and have a wonderful day.